In this video, I'd like to show you a feature that DryFire has implemented in version 4.10.0.16 and effective on June 15th, 2018. Since the beginning, DryFire has on purpose enlarged the clay to make it easier for you, the user, to see when you look at it on your computer screen. And that is what you're looking at in the upper left-hand corner, picture number 1. This clay is technically 12 inches in diameter in relation to the shot cloud, which is 30 inches in diameter. Now, this does not by any means mean that in the past DryFire has been inaccurate, because this is simply a display picture. It has nothing to do with the shooting accuracy. The center of the clay is exactly in the exact spot within the shot cloud that it should be. And the mathematics which determine whether you hit or miss the clay is operating based upon a clay size of 4.25 inches. So since the beginning, back in the year 2000, the decision was made to allow you, the shooter, to see a display of the shot cloud and clay where the clay was enlarged to make it easier for you to recognize it on your computer screen and see where it was. In this recent development, we have decided to allow you, the customer, the opportunity to change the clay size of the display only as we're looking at this. And in picture number 2, you see the clay being shown at a relationship of what it really is, which is 4.25 inches in diameter in relation to a 30-inch shot cloud. Now you can notice how much harder it is to see. So you're standing there shooting, you take a shot, you look up at your computer screen, and if you were using version number 2, it would be a little harder for your eyes to identify exactly where the clay is. In picture number 3, we have made a change to the background color and changed the green grass to a tan color, and we call that desert. And the reason we tried to do that was because we thought there was a better contrast between the clay and the background when we had a tan color. And then in picture number 4, we changed the background to white. So we now have a clay silhouetted against a white background, and we call this winter. So these are the things that we've done in order to give you the opportunity to see what the relationship between the shot cloud and the clay really looks like if it's actual size. To control clay size, there will be a slider that is defaulted in the middle, which is the normal 12-inch clay that we've had ever since the beginning. If you slide it back to the far left side, it will be actual size of 4.25 inches. If you pull it to the extreme right, the clay is going to be 20 inches in diameter. Now probably you aren't going to have any reason that you're ever going to want the clay to be that large, but when we put it together, we just decided as long as it was going to be a range, the original 12 inches was going to be the center of the range. We would go all the way down to actual size and then well beyond true size up to 20 inches in diameter. Now let's take a look at how to control these two features. But before we do that, I'm going to click on the help screen, go to About DryFire, and I want to emphasize again that this feature for the first time showed up in version 4.10.0.16, build 1.10.0.81. This version or anything newer will have this feature. Now let's go ahead and see how simple it is to control. Go to Setup, System Configuration, go to the center bottom and click on Display Options. And this is the new dialog box, which has two features, clay size and the scene. Clay size in the middle is 12 inches, as it always has been in DryFire since DryFire was introduced in the marketplace in the year 2000. If you want the clay smaller, then drag it to the left. If you want it bigger, drag it to the right. If you drag it all the way down to the far left, it is actual size of 4.25. And if you drag it all the way to the right, it is actually 20 inches in diameter. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down to actual size 4.25, and then I'm going to show you how we can change from the summer background, which is the green as you see in the background here. If I go to winter and click OK, notice that the background changes from green to white. Let's go back and do that again. If I open this up and change it from winter to desert, notice that it'll turn from white to tan. There's the desert background. And now let's go ahead and turn this back to summer background. Click OK, and we're done. Well, I hope that helped.